Everyone laughed at her when she married a dark-skinned African boy, but later all regretted it. Anika and Ian's parents denied this marriage, but they chose to cross all norms and refused the boundaries that are set for religion, love, and togetherness. Despite all the hate they received, they chose to be happy and keep posting their pictures. But here's what happened years after marriage. They didn't come from the same origin, didn't have the same beliefs, and had different religions. But for the true love they shared for each other, they became able to cross all boundaries until they got to live together as a wife and a husband. However, at that point, something happened to the families that were against them. So they needed to separate. They separated for right around 5 years. Yet, one can't break something intended to be together. Anika, a Kenyan woman of Pakistani origin, and her better half, who is from the lakeside, revealed they have been married for quite some time but have known one another for a very long time. Anika and Ian Harold Kihathaku from the Luo clan met at the Jalaram Foundation in Class 8 and became hopelessly enamored. Ian, 28, who practices Rastafarianism, stated that they eat one meal per day. Anika, 25, revealed she had adjusted to the Kenyan culture and cooks from nearby food sources, including ugali. Being a Rastafarian family, the couple said they carry on with a straightforward life and let God lead their home. Ian said he was motivated by the freedom fighters who used to keep dreadlocks, uncovering that he is half Kikuyu and half Luo. The two lovebirds said they are graduates, but they picked various ways. The two noticed that at whatever point they were frantic, they couldn't rest in various beds. Anika said they deal with their concerns and don't take anything away from them. In 8th grade, Luo students Anika and Ian Harold Kihathaku met and fell in love at the Jalaram Academy. It was very hard. So whenever Ian first kissed her, it was back in secondary school. It was a challenge between us schoolmates, and they knew that we were seeing someone. So they tried to dare them. Kenya's lakeside city of Kisumu, it is popular for its Lake Victoria. It's one of the most lovely, we call it the powerful Kisumu. They come from the El clan. The main clan in Kenya has 4 names, better believe it, 4 names, definitely. So Ian grew up, he was brought into the world here in Kisumu. He had not moved such a lot for as long as he could remember. Ian had experienced childhood in a solitary parent home. Since early on, what Pakistanis do to show affection is cook. So Anika picked up cooking early on. So when she began finding out about adoration, Ian was there in her life. That was in 8th grade. She was 12 years of age. She was so youthful. He was 16 years of age. So from that point on, they had this relationship. They remember whenever they first went out, they headed out to the cinema. They watched a Bollywood film. However, at that point, something happened to the families that were against them. So they needed to separate. They separated for right around 5 years. Yet, one can't break something intended to be together. So after 5 years, they found each other once more. They just got back together, and ever since, it's been like that. In 2016, they got back together, and in 2019, they got married. In any case, hang tight, how could they wind up getting hitched? They took off and went to the principal legal officer's office. They made our marriage legal by signing some papers. Several difficulties arise from cultural standards and family obstruction for the sake of affection. Anika describes their journey through cultural barriers, religious differences, and a 5-year hiatus during a time of secrecy. Set in Kisumu, Kenya, their affection vanquishes all, coming full circle in marriage. The story features their perseverance, from challenging family resistance to eloping to legitimize their association. Having married, they ponder their noteworthy excursion with appreciation and happiness. These two dared to face the resistance and confirm their obligations to each other. They've beaten every one of the obstacles and every one of the difficulties, and they are together.